Hello, everyone. I am Founding Father Benjamin Franklin, and welcome to the Step Up America Foundation podcast. Join us every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we celebrate incredible Americans from all walks of life. You may hear from a NASA astronaut, a professional or amateur athlete, a musician, and of course, current and past military heroes, just to name a few. And who knows, you might even learn a thing or two along the way. Well, that's enough for me. Let me introduce you to our hosts, John McIntosh, Mark Renahan, and Adrian Garcia. Take it away, team.
And welcome back to another edition of Step Up America. I am your host, John McIntosh, and I am blessed to have with me Mr. Mark Renahan, the voice of Mr. Benjamin Franklin himself. How are you, bud?
I am doing fantastic. How are you?
Not too bad.
Excellent.
Had a great weekend.
I was going to say, it was a very exciting weekend. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
We also have Mr. Adrian Garcia in the studio. How are you, bud?
I am doing amazing, John. Thank you. How about yourself?
Not bad. And the one and only behind the scenes, the pseudo mad scientist.
Mad scientist in training?
Yeah, mad scientist in training. Mr. Noah, how are you, sir?
I am annoyed with the gremlins, but they have been crushed.
He helped us fix our mic, so that's a big plus.
Yeah. No, we were scrambling.
Got us up and running.
Wait a minute, Adrian, do you know what he means when he says we dealt with the gremlins? Because if you have not seen Gremlins, I'm going to jump out the window. Have you seen the movie Gremlins?
Oh, the movie Gremlins?
Yes, you've at least heard of it?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I didn't know that's what he was referring to.
But it's
That's not directly what I'm referring to.
Yeah, but it's my understanding you actually got through the Karate Kid.
Yes, because you forced me through it, so I kind of had no other option.
Forced you through it?
Yeah.
You felt movie. Like you were forced to watch the Karate Kid?
For the most part, yeah.
Wow. Today's youth. Anyway,
Gotcha.
Yeah, anyways, John.
Mark, we got a special guest. One of the things we like to
Very
do
special
here
guest.
is what, Mark?
We like to celebrate our community. Now, as everyone knows, on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we are doing our shows at 2:30. And every Wednesdays, of course, we bring in a celebrity guest. This week is no different. We will have author Lynn Vincent joining us on the show. She is the author of the latest book on the USS Indianapolis, and it's going to be a fantastic show, and I know you've almost read the whole thing. I have not made it through yet. I'm trying my hardest. But anyway, another thing we're trying to do is, of course, we are in the middle of a pandemic, as I'm sure everyone is aware at this point. Yeah. And a lot of local businesses have been harmed by this, and a lot of great people have lost their business. And we're just going to try and do everything we can to try to give back to the community where we all happen to live here in Indian River County and in Vero Beach, where our office is located. And so today we decided to bring on a special guest to tell about his business, and we'll go over a little bit. But do you want to introduce him? We're going to go right into it, or yeah?
Yeah, we have with us Mr. Mike Deel from Deel Lawncare. How are you, Michael?
I'm doing great. How are you all doing?
Awesome.
Doing good.
Thank you for joining us. And before we get into your story, Mike, and what you got going on, you got to play along with the little shenanigans that we like to do here. The first part of our show is always the geography game.
And we got to do the weather, too. So.
And the weather. I apologize.
That's all right.
Why don't you hit the weather up?
Well, just in case everyone is wondering, guess where it is, Adrian?
Death
Hottest
Valley.
today. Death Valley's 120
John
degrees.
Beat me to it.
And Grand Lake, Colorado is 36 degrees. So we have a change in cold. It's 36 in Grand Lake, but as always, Death Valley is.
Well, I think it's time to switch up.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of Dead Valley.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go for the windiest.
Second hottest.
The rainiest or something. Seattle would be the rainiest. But anyway,
something different.
Yeah.
So are we ready for the geography game? As everyone knows, we are. School has just started, by the way, as I'm sure everyone's
First
excited.
day was yesterday.
And it's going back in a mixed format. There's some in person, some whatever. So just so everyone knows, Ben Franklin is ready to get back in there.
All right, so as always, Mark and I were the big losers today, so we're going to have to answer the trivia question to see who throws the dart. So.
And just for the record, I've crushed you.
Oh, wow. Let's go.
All right, so this trivia question, this one is in the category of art and literature.
Oh, boy.
This should be easy.
My.
So what influential novel that was later adapted into a musical featured or features protagonist Jean Valjean.
Les
who
Miserables.
Okay. Let's see. That is correct.
Throw that dot, son!
That is correct.
Throw that dot!
I'm
That is
beginning
funny.
to believe this thing is rigged.
This
you
is
guys
not
talk-
rigged.
Yeah, no. Every
I
time.
haven't spoken to Adrian in years.
Have
Just
you
met him this
thrown a dart
afternoon.
yet? Have you thrown a dart?
Yes,
yet?
I threw a
has.
dart.
We've
and
all
I
thrown a
got,
dart by
I
now.
believe I got.
Well, it's because I
Last
wasn't here last
Tuesday.
week, so one of
No,
you.
I think the week
All right,
before
whatever.
that I threw one.
Less complaining, more
Mark threw the
throwing.
dart.
I'm gonna
when you
go
were
throw.
gone.
Goodbye.
All right, so
All right, make it a good one.
we now have the map of the United States, as you can all see. We'll get John's chair out of there, get me out of the way. John has to throw the dart, and whatever state he gets quizzed on, so we can try and get a little. If nothing else, everyone can remember the capitals of each state. Maybe go visit them someday. Help everybody out in the pandemic. Don't mess this up, Macintosh. Don't. Oh my.
I'm trying to go East Coast this time.
Oh, that's low.
Noah?
You hit the ocean,
Alright.
Get another one.
but yeah, you hit the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh.
Ooh, so now I know where.
He can't even throw
Louisiana is.
the darts correctly. And he just did it again.
Wow.
Mother- this is what I deal with everybody every day.
I mean, if you're
Every
at the
day.
Gulf.
There we go.
All right.
Kentucky or West Virginia? It's on the border.
You take your pick, Noah. You choose. Which one?
I know West Virginia seems a little.
There we go, Noah. Hammer it
All right.
home.
So I guess West Virginia it is, John.
West Virginia, first question is, John, can you name the state license plate slogan of West Virginia? I can, I think.
I'm gonna go with Mountaineer State.
I was actually going to say the same thing, but we are both incorrect. The state license plate in West Virginia there are 3.
Oh, wow.
Wild and Wonderful, Open for Business, and Almost Heaven, West Virginia.
Almost heaven.
Yeah, so all right, that's the first one.
Mama.
So
All right.
you failed that one.
So,
That's
John,
one fail, as usual, John.
what is the state nickname? It's not hard, I promise you. It's only one nickname.
Mountain State? I don't know why I'm helping you.
The Mountaineer State.
You're close.
Mike,
It's the-
hey, I'm calling in a lifeline.
okay.
I'm calling in a lifeline. Mike.
Yeah, it's the Mountain State.
That's right.
Thank
it is the
you.
Mountain State.
I get that point. Thank you.
He's
I knew
got to
you
call
would
in
know it,
his
Mike.
local
Yes.
friends to answer simple trivia questions. All right, and the final question is, what is the capital of West Virginia? And can you name another city besides the capital, or any city for that matter?
I can. Charleston is the capital.
Very good, it is. That's correct.
There's Morgantown. There's Huntington, West Virginia, the home of Marshall University. Morgantown happens to be the home of West Virginia University. Mike, you got any other ones?
You only get one lifeline. You already
No, I
used it
did.
up.
You've already used your
Yeah,
lifeline.
you
What do
already
you think
used
this
it up.
is? You're not on
Just one
TV
lifeline.
The
anyway.
ones I would have said too. They're all nice towns. I've been to all of them.
I got the answer right.
I would have only gotten Morgantown, but all right. Now that we have done our geography, let's get to our special guest. Again, for all you watching at home, we understand fully how much the pandemic has really, hurt a lot of people. And again, we on every Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to try to have in some local businesses. So, of course, as we live here in Indian River County in Florida with a ton of other people, and the weather here is awfully nice, we of course have many, many, many landscaping needs. And Mike has started his new company, Deel Lawn Care LLC. And by the way, you can check them out on Facebook, which is www.facebook.com/Deer Lawn Care LawnCareLLC.com, not Deer. And you can also go to his website, which is DeelLawnCareLLC.com. That is DeelLawnCare LLC.com, and I even used my Florida R
I know,
to
I
get
like
that one
it.
across.
I like
But
it.
again, it's we know there's a lot of companies, but there's a really trustworthy young man. Maybe we'll have him tell him a little bit about your company.
Yes, we are a locally owned, a family-operated lawn care company here in Vero Beach. We offer, lawn care. We also do pressure washing, hedge trimming, and mulch installation.
So I need to confess here. Mike and his company were actually I use them, and
Excellent.
I can attest to the quality of work, the timeliness, And what's even better is it's economical. And if there's ever an issue, Mike, you were always there to fix it, even though I never had an issue. But I know a couple other people that actually use your service, and I've heard nothing about you other than great things, man. And it's kind of a fun story, Mike, right? You moved down here. We had the chance to meet prior to this, and you moved down here from West Virginia, and you were working in the coal mines, isn't that right?
Yeah, I was a coal miner in Kentucky and in Virginia, southwestern Virginia.
I didn't. Okay, it's as usual. John told me nothing about you prior to the show. He showed up
Worked
late.
for the Dark Land.
He showed up very late and just said, "Oh, we're having Deel Landscaping on today, so I have to go." But now that you've told me that, I really dislike you at times. But anyway, so
Not
what
you,
made
Mike.
you?
He
Not you. I
dislikes
meant
me,
John. What made you switch from coal mining, and what made you decide to go from working up in the coal mines to coming down to Florida and starting a landscaping business? It's actually that's night and day.
Well, yeah, what the main reason was the coal market's pretty volatile, and there's just always the aspect of potentially losing your job. So, I've got two small children. I wanted to get out of the area, and I came down to Vero Beach. It's always sunny. It's always going to be grass growing, and start a lawn care company here.
Well,
Excellent. Now, let me ask you a
Very
question.
cool.
While working in the coal mine, did you keep a canary with you down in the coal mine? Is that true, or is that just a rumor?
They did that.
They don't
I
do
think
that.
they did that in the 30s or 40s and the 50s or something like that. But
Yeah,
I
but-
actually carried a gas detector.
Well, wouldn't it be more fun to have a friendly canary in the mine to keep spirits high? That would help, I would think. So
Oh yeah,
All right,
especially
well.
if they whistle.
Now, how long have you been in Vero Beach?
I've been in Vero for a little over 3 years.
And you've been doing landscaping that entire time now?
No, we started in January.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry,
Oh,
John
it's
might have already
fairly
told
new.
me that. Well, sorry.
Awesome.
So
well,
you're,
if you would let me get a word in, I could tell. The
I can't do
story.
that. You might embarrass me.
Yeah, so Mike was telling me that, Mike, you were doing some construction work, right, when you first moved down.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about this story is during this pandemic, you and your wife made a leap of faith and decided, you know what, we're going to try to switch things up. And you started this company while you were working your other job. And then you started to grow a little bit, and then you guys finally made that leap of faith and said, here we go, we're going to give this thing a shot, which I think is admirable. It's cool, it's courageous, and it's all the more reason to support small family businesses just like yours.
Yeah, and I got to say, I think it's fantastic because, I myself, I know everybody out there right now is a little off from the pandemic, I guess would be the word, and I just know, like, a lot of businesses that people have loved their whole lives might not be coming back.
Yeah.
So it's great to see someone like Mike doing everything he can to try and bring a new family business back to the Indian River County area that'll be here for generations, hopefully keep on going and employ lots of people or whoever, you know what I mean, just keep things going, because any positive that we can take during this pandemic, I think we could all use. So Mike, it's an incredible story that you have, and on behalf of myself and I think most Americans, thanks for giving it a shot in the darkest of hours.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Mike, has COVID affected your business in any way, shape, or form?
It hasn't that I've really noticed, but
Right.
I'm also new, so I don't know if this is the normal, or if it is slower than normal. It's due to COVID-19, but I really don't know the answer to that.
Right. Okay.
Mike, oh, sorry, you go ahead, John.
Yeah, no, Mike, I was going to say, so how is it growing for you? How's it going? Because
It's actually going very well. We've probably doubled within the last 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Really?
So
Excellent.
that's
That's good
pretty
news
good.
for sure.
Well, Mike, after coming on the Step Up America show, most likely you'll be busy for the next 14 to 15
It's
years.
gonna quadruple.
I
Watch.
mean,
It's gonna quadruple.
you'll be
Hey.
opening up the Deel Landscaping West
Yeah.
Palm Beach branch pretty soon.
hey,
Well, I
so,
look
to
forward to it.
expand your area.
Mike, so
Neighboring
one of the-
counties.
we have small business owners on all the time, and we like to have fun on the show. And one of the young ladies we had owns Riverbend
Cattle Company.
right? And they anyway, I got nominated to basically clean up cow manure or get sprayed by it, I guess.
Yeah, that's we're gonna go up and farm for the day, and
We're
you're
doing field trips. So
Exactly.
I'm telling you right now, Mark, since I have to get sprayed by a cow, Mark's going to go out and mulch and power wash for you. And we'll have a little
Okay.
day trip and we'll record it. And
The
we'll
f-
make sure that goes out on Facebook. So, Mike, you have my phone number. Make sure you call
Yeah.
me. Give me the date. You have the next dirtiest power washing job. And the Step Up America team will be out there at no charge, and you have free labor in the form of Mr. Mark Renahan right here.
I think it's hysterical
Okay,
that you think you can threaten me with any form of labor, knowing I used to work on an oyster farm. Because I assure you, there is no job on the planet that is worse than
all
that.
right. It's funny though, because
Yikes.
Mike, call me. Give me a date. I promise you.
Mike,
I'll
let's
have
let's
him
get
out
on to
there.
some more
Oh.
questions. Mike, do you find that you have problems dealing with people like John demanding free lawn care and things like that since you've started this business?
Luckily, I haven't ran into that problem yet.
Well, let me let you in on a terrible secret. Now that you've been on our show, I'm sure John's going to harass you for all sorts of favors and things like that. So I'm just giving you a free warning.
No,
Well,
John wouldn't do
I'll be
that.
obliged to do it.
yeah, no, without a doubt. But Mike, in all seriousness, we would love to come give you a hand one day. We'll do
We'll do a Step Up America helps the community.
giving back, and we'll come out and give you a hand. How's that sound?
And Mike, I heard you say that you had two small kids. So just so you know, I'm sure John hasn't told you about our Ben Franklin project, but we do a great program for young students and kids all over the country. And if you ever need Benjamin Franklin to Zoom in or Google Classrooms into your kids, let us know and we'll do a private show and they'll get a good kick out of it.
Well, the cool thing, Mark, is I've had the opportunity to meet his children.
Excellent.
Yep. Ezra and Lillian. If they're listening, tell them I said hi, Mark.
He's Mike, I'm Mark, but go ahead, John.
Yeah, no,
You'll be all right.
my bad.
And names.
Yeah, but Mike, make sure you tell them I said hello. All right?
So I will.
All right, and make sure you show them this video and we said hello.
And Mike, don't ever get offended by John missing your name. So far, he's messed up the Blue Angels names, Captain Marciano from Wicked Tuna, a NASA astronaut. So he messes up names on the regular no matter how much I yell at him. So
No, it just happened. I was looking at you, talking to Mike.
Oh,
It's
okay.
complicated.
Yes, I actually, I get it. Doing two things at once is very difficult for you.
Yeah,
So
it is.
I told you know what, everybody, that's my fault. It's okay, John.
No, I
It's
know,
okay.
It's all good.
Don't worry, you'll get a
So-
trivia question right eventually.
No, I gotcha. So, Mike, if
Yep.
somebody wants to get in touch with you and have lawn service done, how do they go about reaching you, and what can they expect from you?
They can reach me, through my phone number. It's all on the Facebook page. They can email me. It's all listed there, and now come out and give a free estimate.
Excellent. So, Mike, if I'm a new resident of Florida and something tells me a lot more people might be moving to some of these areas, and I'm I see the Deel lawn care website, deallawncare.llc.com, and I call you this afternoon, and when do you usually tell people you can get out to see them and give them an estimate? How long does that take, and then how long can I get you to before I can get you to start working on the lawn and the yard?
If I'm currently close to where they are, I could go within the hour, and if not, then I'll go to the house that evening.
All right. So not only is it a great family-owned business that has
Really
been
quick, too.
started during the pandemic, when most Americans are really in tough times, he's going out on a limb to start this. It's incredibly prompt service, and it's incredibly clean. And as you can all hear, Mike's a great, local family man, so it's a great business to support.
No, couldn't agree more. And like I said, I actually used them for a time period before I sold the house, and the service was impeccable, Mark.
Yeah, and again,
was-
if anybody wants to find out more about them, you can check them out on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Deel lawncare LLC.com, LLC, not .com, or you can go to their website, which is www.deallawncare.llc.com, and you can message him. His number is listed there. And as Mike has told you, if you give him a call, he can be out to your house. Depending on if you live very far away, it might take a little time. But if you're local, he can be out to give you an estimate and get working as soon as you can. Great work. John has seen it up close and personal because we all know he certainly wouldn't be doing it. It's just a great guy and a great company. And I think the story of coming from the coal mines, bringing his pet canary with him to live in Florida is just a great story.
But not only that, Mike, we're rooting for you.
Absolutely.
Because what you're doing right now is what we call the American dream. And you're taking a chance, and you're going out there rolling the dice, trying to make something happen. And potentially some of the most difficult times this country has ever faced. So for our Vero Beach listeners, go support him and his family and their family-run business. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee you that.
And one last time for anyone who may need some mulching done, some landscaping, or power washing, they do it all at Deel. You can check them out at www.deellawncare.com with my Florida R, or you can visit them on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Deel Lawn Care LLC.
Now, if any of our listeners out there are already using his services, please refer him to your friends and family.
Yeah, absolutely. Do I hear a puppy in the background there?
Yes, you do hear a puppy.
So
Awesome.
You not only have 2 children, you got a puppy.
Yeah, we've got a 5-month-old chocolate lab.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
And by the way, for
Very
any of
cool.
our listeners out there who may be a small business owner in the Indian River County area who would like to come on the show and, push their business, we're glad to have you. Just give us a call.
So, Mike, one of the deals, and I didn't warn you about this prior to the show, but we subject all of our special guests to a pop culture quiz given by Mark. Now, in talking to Mike a little bit, his background is Southern Virginia. So as you're coming up with your pop culture quiz, okay?
I'm trying to think. How old are you, Mike?
Motocross,
I am 35.
Oh, so you're still young, too. All right.
motocross, South Virginia. Does that help you? at all?
How am I going to come up with the motocross pop culture
I don't
quiz
know,
when I
but
couldn't
let's
tell
go.
you?
You're
Just
good
do
at
do
this,
your
so-
typical.
All right, Mike, I'm going to give you a
culture quiz.
TV pop culture quiz, although you should be able to get some of these at age 35. So if I was watching a TV show, finish the end of this. It's Laverne and who?
Surely.
All right, that's
Attaboy.
1 for 1. All right, if I was a gremlin that Adrian has not seen, what are the most important things not to do to your pet gremlin? You don't do this to him, and you don't do the other thing to him.
You don't feed them after midnight, and you don't get them wet.
I want to interrupt here and saying if you're not using Deel Lawn, then you're against America because he's gotten 2 right, and he knows the secrets to keeping your gremlin safe and having a good quality gremlin. Mike, you're beyond reproach so far, but I have a few more questions.
Yeah, a few more. We might have to send him a trophy.
Can you name all of the castaways on Gilligan's Island?
Ooh.
Oh, no. The professor, Gilligan, the skipper, Marianne, and Ginger.
You know what? He's going for the title here. He's going for the title.
Oh, wow.
One more?
All right, there's one more, and
more?
I'm trying to.
Oh,
No, there's one more question. You got it right. You're all right with Gilligan's. You're all right with
Hey,
Gilligan.
Mike, I'll just...
Yeah.
You're competing right now with the Chief Master Sergeant of the Space Force.
You are our current champion is Chief Master Sergeant Roger Toberman, the
Toberman.
senior enlisted advisor to the U.S. Space Force that you're about to take over.
Ooh, what's that noise?
What is that?
That's what you call a gremlin.
Yeah.
No, is that
Is
us?
that in the mics, Noah?
Noah's working on it, but we'll press on. So I think it's a battery backup, but one more question
That
to
thing.
see if...
It's that thing.
it's this thing.
Hit it. All right, we got it.
Oh, look at you, Noah.
All right, sorry about that,
All right,
everybody.
Excellent.
That was weird.
All right, so I'm
So,
trying to think
hey,
of a
hang
hard
on,
one.
Mike, no pressure.
They came back with
This
a
is for the
vengeance.
championship. There's only been one other guest, and no pressure. You're only dealing or competing
All right.
against who?
Are you ready? You're competing against Chief Master Sergeant Roger Toberman, senior enlisted advisor to the U.S. Space Force. So this
Nice.
this is very important. Are you ready for your final question?
I'm ready.
One of my favorite shows as a child was called Land of the Lost, where people were sent back in time after a rafting trip gone wrong
He's gonna
and
know
trapped in a dinosaur world. But while they were on that world and they were dodging not only huge T-Rexes while they lived in their little cave, there was an alien type creature who lived on the planet that was mean, and they were called the what?
Oh, I've never seen it.
No.
Oh, yes!
No. I was able to call in a lifeline. Hey, do you want to call in a
Yeah.
lifeline,
Yeah,
Mike?
I had to phone a friend, yeah.
Yeah, who are you phoning? Is his name happen to be John?
Yeah, John. That's his name.
All right, John's going to go with, and I am 100% certain about this, the Slee Stacks.
That is correct. They had green and yellow eyes, and they go shh, and they scared me to death when I was a little kid. So I will say, though, you had an incredibly impressive run on our pulp culture show, and knowing the fact that you can't get your gremlin wet or feed him after midnight is incredibly impressive. And for extra bonus, you would have known that once they transform, they don't want to be in the sunlight because that kills them.
I was not aware.
Don't you remember how they killed Stripe at the very end? They broke the glass window and the sunlight came in and killed him at the very end. So incredible movie, incredible Christmas movie.
I don't remember that.
That's awesome.
It's an incredible Christmas movie, and Adrian, it should be on. It's one Adrian's. Besides all the work we discussed in today's meeting, I forgot to bring up movies I have to make Adrian watch when we were in our work meeting.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, yes, it is. We need you to stop pop culturing.
So, Mike, we can't thank you enough for joining us today. Reach out to me, honest to God, and I mean this sincerely, not in a joking fashion, but if you have a job out there and you could use our help and our schedule's free, we'll come lend you a hand. How does that sound, bud?
That sounds great. Thank you.
Mike, do you have a riding mower?
I have a stand-on mower. Yeah.
Oh, because I was going to say we could race the big mowers if we had one of those huge things that go really fast. A stand-up mower, I'll do damage to everyone.
Give Mark the power washer. That's your best bet. So
giving me any power tools, and I warn everyone, whatever happens is your own problem.
Just give Mark a push mower.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, just make sure, Mike, you have Mark sign a waiver.
You're talking to the guy who couldn't even remember your name, by the way, but that's all right. Listen, everybody, one last time for all of our folks here in the Indian River County area, especially in Vero Beach, it is Mike Deel, and he is from Deel Lawn Care. They are at www.deellawncare.llc.com, or you can check them out on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Deel Lawn Care LLC. And Mike, once again, thanks for coming on the show, and thank you so much for going out against all and starting a business in the middle of this crazy pandemic. John, you want to finish this off with anything?
No. Do we have anything upcoming? I know we just got done.
We have Miss Lynn Vincent on the show tomorrow. We will be celebrating the 75th anniversary of the USS Indianapolis, which of course delivered the parts to the atomic bomb to Tinian Beach. And on their return home to the USA, it was such a secret mission when they were hit by a Japanese torpedo and sank that they left in the water for 3 days to the mercy of sharks. And the sharks ate, I believe, 800 in the water. It's a terrible story, but there's a good story to it, and Ms. Vincent's going to come on and tell us all about that.
Excellent. And then Thursday, of course, we have Sergeant Major's Corner, where Sergeant Major Myers will be talking a little bit about the preamble to the Constitution, which is pretty cool. He's very poetic and insightful, to say the least.
Absolutely.
And we also have a comedian joining us.
I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
If we actually have Wix, if you have TikTok or you're out there on Facebook, we have OMG the Wix showing up to have a little bit of fun. Good,
he's a local guy. He's a Florida guy in the community. And by the way, anybody out there, once again, if you're a small business in the local area and you'd like to come on and whatever, it's free. Come on.
And
we'll
how
push
do they
whatever
get
you can.
How do they get in touch with us, Mark? If
they can go
jump
to
on the show?
www.stepupamericaprogram.org. That's actually for all of you teachers and stuff out there who want to learn about the Ben Franklin program, especially seeing school started back up. And of course, we are ready to go remote. We have Google Class, Zoom, and all those things working. I don't know, I'm just the voice, but all those things are great to go. And if you really want to get a hold of us, you can just email us, info@stepupamericaprogram.org. Do we have a number that I should know? Or it's in my phone?
No, because we're kind of virtual right now.
Yeah, because we have two employees who are over 60, so
we will put this up on our post. We'll not only put Mike's information about Deel, Lawn Care. We will also post our information along with our contact info. If you want to join us on the show, we'd be blessed to have you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. On behalf of Mr. McIntosh, Mr. Garcia, and the mad scientist in training, Noah, thanks for tuning in. We will see you all tomorrow with our special guest, best-selling author Lynn Vincent. Goodbye, everybody. I forgot the Ben quote. Be good to others, and that makes you best to yourself. It's in my phone.
Something along the lines
Yeah.
of that.
Wait a minute. All right, hold on. If we're gonna do it right, let's do it right. I'm gonna tattoo this on the desk. So it is.
You
I
should
can
just get
also
it on
make
your
a
arm.
little text thing
It
on the
says.
screen. That's
Oh, I
all.
saw a land crab the other day. So there's a ton of pictures in here now. Have you ever seen those, by the way?
Yeah,
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I don't know where it is. Here it is. When you're good to others, you're best to yourself.
There we go.
I'm going to actually start translation. So, when you're good to others, you're best to yourself for all my friends up in the Northeast. And when you're good to others, you're best to yourself for all of my friends in the Florida area. So, thanks again, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow with best-selling author Lynn Vincent. Bye-bye.